Ladies and gentlemen, cower in fear of your kaiju overlords. It's time for a Friday update of the Summer Movie Draft. As always, I am your host, Brad. I am the guy who does this, and you can follow what we do at bit.ly/WNSMD14. There's the document thing in there. In case you didn't know, it's Friday, and this is the day that movies come out. And I've been doing these on Fridays because, well, it helps my schedule a little bit more than the usual Tuesday thing. So I guess without further ado, let's discuss where everybody is in this movie draft. So the numbers are kind of all over the board. People got movies coming out. Different things are going on. I think the most interesting thing to do, I did all 10 last week. If you go to the link, you can see what exactly is going on. We'll just go through the top three because really those are the only people who are actually competitive right now at this point in time. Third place, it's Brian with $114.2 million. Second place is Jake with $186.7 million. And first place is Brittany, still very, very distant first place with $274.3 million. If you're keeping track of the DC versus Marvel stuff, DC League, $246.1 million. Marvel League, continuing to crush it, $538.9 million. I think that's definitely going to change this week with Godzilla. Hey guys, Godzilla's a movie. If you didn't know, Godzilla is the king of the monsters. He lives in your basement and kills you while you're sleeping, or he just, beats up the other kaiju that attack your city. So Godzilla opened up yesterday. I saw it. It was okay, pretty good. Really intense, much more intense than what I thought. That's really fantastic. The unexpected part about Godzilla, though, was that my movie theater was absolutely packed. Like, I didn't think that this movie was going to do well because, taking a page from last summer, I had Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim tanked at the movie theater, despite being, give or take, about the same thing. So that's really unfortunate. But Godzilla's doing well. It's got super critical, or really good buzz, at least critically. I think it was, Rotten Tomatoes had it in the 80s rating, which is pretty high, and the user ratings were up in the high 90s. That's pretty fantastic for a movie that, even a genre that was dead, 10, 15 years ago. So, absolutely fantastic. A quick rundown of who has Godzilla, at least this week, among other things. Sean does have Godzilla, as well as $1 Million Arm, which also opens up today. Of course, we are waiting for the big release next week of X-Men Days of Futures Past, which belongs to me, as well as, not a whole lot more. Yeah, and other news with movie things, just because I have you here, go and see Under the Skin. I know you guys have seen me talk about it on Twitter and on Facebook. I cannot stop thinking about this movie. It is absolutely ridiculously awesome, incredibly creepy. If it's in your cheap theater, go see it at the cheap theater. If it's in something amazing like the new Alamo Draft House that we have up here in West Michigan in Kalamazoo, definitely go and check it out someplace like that so you can get the full experience. Like I said, I can't stop thinking about this movie. It's just absolutely incredible, and it's an experience I wish each of you could have. It's just absolutely fabulous. But anyway, I could gush on about that for more, and that's definitely worth another video. So, like I said, if you want to follow along with the West Michigan Summer Movie Draft, you can always go to bit.ly/WMSMD14. It all needs to be in capital letters and doesn't have to have numbers on the back. That way you can follow along at home. This weekend it's going to be really, really interesting to track, especially to see how well Godzilla does, because if it's got this wide critical appeal, who knows? This could be, I think we're on the verge of our first really surprise hit of the summer after, Captain America, I think, largely met, if not slightly exceeded expectations. Spider-Man has not. If anything, Spider-Man has significantly underperformed, and it's shaping up to be the lowest grossing Spider-Man film of all time. But Godzilla, I don't know, the buzz is there. We will see, and we'll see if X-Men kills it next week. But as I was looking out my window today, just before I shot this, the movie theater that's in my front yard is completely packed. And hopefully that's all for Godzilla. I hope Sean gets some money for this because I think it's a movie that we did not expect to do well. So with all that in mind, feel free to yell at me about how wrong I am about Godzilla. under the skin and tell me about how jealous you are about the fact that we have an animal draft house here now. Yeah. Okay. Well, with all that in mind, guys, I will see you next week. Hit me up on Twitter at YSSMAN. You're all beautiful people. I love you. Don't forget to put the gun under the pillow because the thieves, they're out there. Good night.